I'm Joey.
I'm Kyle, and we're the IB English partners.
Welcome to our first video where we're gonna be covering the poem Discovery by Wislawa Syzmborska, written in 1972.
Today, we're gonna break down the poem and then create a theme statement for it.
First, let's read the poem before we break it down so we know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Discovery by Wislawa Syzmborska. I believe in the great discovery. I believe in the man who will make the discovery. I believe in the fear of the man who will make the discovery. I believe in his face going white, his queasiness, his upper lip drenched in cold sweat.
I believe in the burning of his notes, burning them into ashes, burning them to the last scrap. I believe in the scattering of numbers, scattering them without regret.
I believe in the man's haste, in the precision of his movements, in his free will. I believe in the shattering of tablets, the pouring out of liquids, the extinguishing of rays.
I'm convinced this will end well, that it will not be too late, that it will take place without witnesses. I'm sure no one will find out what happened. Not the wife, not the wall, not even the bird that might squeal in its song.
I believe in the refusal to take part. I believe in the ruined career. I believe in the wasted years of work. I believe in the secret taken to the grave. These words soar for me beyond all rules without seeking support from actual examples. My faith is strong, blind, and without foundation.
So that's the poem.
Within the first two stanzas, there's a huge effect of the anaphora of I believe used within the poem. It feels anticipatory and like something imminent or inevitable is about to happen. And that makes the readers feel pretty anxious, like along with what the scientist is feeling. What have I done? And something kind of that has to do with urgency. So Kyle, what do you think of stanzas 3 and 4 here? There's some more of that anaphora, but it's not as repetitive as the first and two stanzas.
Yeah, you're right. So I believe that the third stanza is really just keeping on the urgency of the last stanzas, and it's reinforcing the unknown but serious situation. And within the fourth one, on line 12, it talks about without regret. And I feel like the regret for destroying the discovery is just free, you know?
That is so true.
Yeah.
Like the doom that is created by the crazy discovery really makes you feel like you can destroy it without having regret for destroying it.
Exactly. So continuing on with the poem, what do you think is being talked about in 5 and 6?
Well, that's a great question, Kyle, because I think it's talking about the personal decision that the scientist or the character in the discovery has the decision and the option to keep the discovery or destroy it for the sake of him, his family, or humanity as a whole. And in stanza 6, I think all the lines kind of talk about the urgency to erase everything without a trace left.
What do you mean by everything?
Whatever was in the discovery, I think line 6 is talking about, let's just destroy it. Let's not leave anything left of it. And I think the use of imagery, visual imagery, really reinforces that idea.
You're so right. And in 7 and 8, there's a shift from the prior stanzas with the I believe turning into I'm convinced. It represents a stronger belief of how all of this can turn out to nothing, because he's convinced that it's not too late to destroy everything. It's not too late for anybody to know about it. And in stanza 8, it talks about how no one will know about it, and that he's convinced that not even his wife or the room he is in can hold and retain the information of the discovery.
I think that you're right on point with that.
So Joey, would you mind going into stanzas 9 and 10 for us?
That's a great idea, Kyle. For me, I think that between stanzas 8 and 9, there's another shift, as it shifts from the I'm convinced and I'm sure back to I believe.
So, you think that his belief, his level of belief, has fallen down?
I honestly do kind of agree with that. I think that it changes from reassurance to an acceptance of failure.
Oh, okay. I see. Go on.
I think in stanza 10, again, in line 29, the use of the word beyond all rules implies more helplessness, like the speaker or the scientist himself has accepted destiny.
How it's out of their control.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
And on line 31, when it says my faith is strong, blind, and without foundation, I think it challenges the blurry line between knowledge and belief, and what makes things more convincing or something to be sure of.
That's a really good insight.
Are we ready to make a theme statement, Kyle?
I believe we are, Joey.
For all our IB English students out there, we all know that a theme has to be
Universal.
and arguable. Thanks, Kyle, for helping me out with that one.
You are so welcome, Joey. What would you do first when creating a theme statement?
When I'm creating a theme statement, I think about how I can firstly make it universally applicable. How can this apply to most everyone in the world?
The second step would, I believe, really look at the text and see what the big themes are. Not a theme statement yet, just a word or two to explain what it really is about.
I think that's a great starter. So what do you think are some of the theme words or phrases that we could fit into a theme statement?
Well, there's discovery, there's belief, and it's not stated in the text, but there is a lot of fear within it.
I think those are great starters.
Exactly what I was thinking. So, how would we go about creating a theme statement, you know? Because we know it has to be arguable, and we know it has to fit to everybody, and we have our general ideas.
Okay, so let's get started on that.
Yeah.
Which general idea do you think fits best for this poem?
The two that really jump out at me are belief and fear within this.
All right, let's jump in and use those themes.
Okay, would you mind if I tried to make my own theme statement and then you
I wouldn't
follow me?
mind that at all, Kyle. Let's hear.
Is perspective and belief can be immediately changed with the knowledge of impending doom and the underlying emotion of fear.
When a discovery is made.
That's a good way to end it.
Great, I think we made our theme statement, everyone.
Okay.
Now, you viewers at home,
You try to make your own.
I think that with these steps and our baseline theme statement, you could create an even stronger one for this poem, and then maybe end up even writing about it or using the text for an individual oral assessment.
Yeah, and if you end up doing that, please let us know in the comment section below. Is that all?
I mean, I think that's all, Kyle. I think we really dissected and made a theme statement for Discovery by Wislawa Syzmborska.
All right, this is the IB Partners signing off.
I'm Joey.
I'm Kyle. Goodbye. I'm there.
I can't.
Miss Milstead, we took notes. We took notes.
My contacts now.
These are the contacts, and these are the what are they?
Mine are nicely labeled.
And mine are labeled, but not nicely.
Discussion questions.
Jinx, what are we about to do on 10?
10. You owe me a Coke.
Is that yapping or is that
It's yapping.
preaching? Oh.